Winterizing? No. Winterizing. How do I winterize? Not the way that most people do. This is the third in a series of videos on how I add wind protection to my 2008 Heritage Softail Classic. Now I'm going to put on the fork deflectors for wind deflection that will round out the amount of wind deflection on the front of my bike so that my heated gear is more effective. That's how I winterize my motorcycles. Here we are down at the front of the bike. So I want to point out where these will be installed. So they will go from the upper windshield mount to the lower windshield mount using this set of holes. So these two sets, or this one set of holes. I've read some reviews of these, and one of the big complaints is people will install them, then they can't get their windshield on. So one thing I want to point out before we get everything all torn apart is the quick release windshield grommets have to be in the same width apart as they are today. So when we do this addition onto here, we do not put them behind the mounts. We put them on the outside of the mounts. So that seems counterintuitive, but that's the way it goes. First step is we remove the quick release windshield. Pretty straightforward. You lift up on the retention tabs, and you pull it forward, off it comes. We'll go ahead and set this out of the way so it doesn't get scratched. The next step is to remove these bolts. We're only going to do one side at a time because these bolts are also what hold up the spotlights. So if we do one side at a time, we don't have to worry about removing the whole spotlight and wiring and everything. So it is a 3/16 Allen head for both of these. So when you take it out, there's a spacer behind the bracket for the spotlights. So it goes fork, spacer, bracket, washer, grommet, washer. When we install this, what we're going to do is we're going to install the bracket or the shield between the outermost washer and the grommet. Now there is a washer on the lower one, and I know the camera angles has the spotlight somewhat blocking it, but it's stuck in there pretty well, so I'm not going to worry about pulling it out. So what we'll do is we're going to go ahead, remove the inner washer, the grommet, and then install this. One thing we're also going to do is we're going to put some blue Loctite on here because, well, I don't want it rattling loose. All right, another thing to note is these bolts are two different lengths because we have a longer spacer on the top. Obviously, the longer one goes on top. Before applying thread locker, if you notice, there's the remnants of old thread locker. So we want to take and clean this up really well with a wire brush to get any loose thread locker out of the threads. That will allow the new thread locker to work better. We're going to apply a little bit of blue thread locker. And as a reminder from some of my other videos, thread locker is anaerobic, which means that it sets with the absence of air. So when we put this on here, we don't have to be in a big hurry. Okay, so here we are. We'll start with, like I said, the washer and the bolt. We'll go through. Then on the back side, we will put the grommet and then the other washer. That's the top. And then we'll do the same down on the bottom. Okay, to start with, we're going to start the bottom one. And that way it'll hold everything in place. Then when we do the top, we can put the spacer in. There is the right-hand side. You notice I didn't tighten this super tight. Because we're using thread locker, we do not need to over tighten it. If you do over tighten it, it will crush the grommets that are needed for the quick release windshield. I'll reposition and we'll do the other side. Here we are on the left-hand side. Again, here are the two bolts that we need to remove to allow for the deflector to be put in place. One thing I didn't point out on the other side is it seems counterintuitive, but the flange faces forward. And if you look at the quality of chrome, it's not quite as good there. However, when it's in place, that's hidden by the spotlight and the turn signal, plus the windshield being in place. All right, let's go ahead and get these removed, cleaned up, and Loctited. Like before, we will start with the bottom and move to the top. There you have it. The lower is installed. I'm going to zoom in and kind of give you an idea of why we installed it the way we did. So if you look, here's the upper bolt, and then the rubber grommet that holds the quick detach windshield in place. There's the upper grommet. And then down here is the lower grommet. A couple other features to point out. There is, if you can see it here, a bit of a notch, and that allows for clearance when you're installing the windshield. And then there's another notch here, and based on this view right there, you can tell what it's for. When you turn the handlebars to full lock, it's a little notch that's there to allow clearance for the crash bars. It does make the installation of the windshield just a little bit more complex because you have a blind access to the grommet. So you have to be careful when installing it, both on the top and down at the bottom. So not difficult, just different. Then, from a wind protection standpoint, if you look, there is now no gap between, as I showed you before, my Memphis Shades hand deflectors, factory windshield, where my knees are, and down to the lower closeouts. There you have it. That is the installation of the fork-mounted wind deflectors. So that concludes my 3 parts of wind protection on the 2008 Heritage Softail. I have hand deflectors, fork deflectors, and crash bar closeouts. I hope you liked this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Please subscribe to my channel. I always need more subscribers. Hit the bell, you'll be notified of more content. And as always, thanks for watching. Go far with Brent.